At the time of recording, we are now 2 days away from Destiny 2 Renegades, and at this point, it's no secret that the game has been struggling. Performance problems, underwhelming story since Lightfall, confusing or contradictory design decisions, and a community that feels more exhausted than excited. It only made sense that some people would walk away, and a lot of them already have. And honestly, if you told me 5 or 6 years ago that I would still be playing Destiny, I most likely would not have believed you. But this is not a rant. It isn't a "I'm quitting Destiny" video. It's just something for me to put my thoughts out, to take a step back and reflect on my relationship with the game. Where it started, what changed, and why I am, after everything, still here. My very first experience with Destiny 2 goes back to sometime during Warmind, right before Forsaken came and reshaped everything. My best friend at the time, who had been with Destiny since its first game, introduced me to Destiny 2. I played it for a bit, but nothing had clicked. And like a lot of new players then, I drifted away pretty fast. A year and a half goes by, life moves on, games come and go, then about 2 weeks from the end of Season of Arrivals, during Shadowkeep, something nudged me to try Destiny again. I still don't know what was different that second time, but it hooked me almost immediately. I went back and played through Forsaken slowly, and the story just hit different. The tone, the world, the characters, and the way game used to reward curiosity, it finally stuck with me. And from there, I dove in, hard. Every campaign, every hidden chest and lore tab, every destination and side quest, Destiny's mix of sci-fi mystery and space magic, it all finally grabbed me in a way I'd never expected. And Beyond Light, yeah, it wasn't everyone's favorite, but something about Europa, the cold, isolated atmosphere, and the soundtrack made Destiny feel bigger. Grinding Empire hunts for Cloudstrike, chasing the Splinter title, and getting most of the emblems that I still use to this day. All of this became a big part of my personal journey with the game. The Deepstone Crypt was my first raid clear ever. No clan, just an LFG group. The kind of group that you would expect to fall apart in 15 minutes. And we did. We had to come back about 3 weeks later, and then we cleared it. Some of these people I'm still friends with to this day, and one I've even met in person. Moments like these are reasons why some people stick with Destiny longer than they maybe should.
Crap, I'm out of divinity ammo. Where'd he
Back to spawn.
You gotta hit him in the face, mate. I'm out of divinity.
Let's go!
Let's go, baby.
We did it!
Yo, we fucking got it.
Wait,
I can't even.
I
Wait,
got
I
the
still did
challenge
something?
for doing.
These days though, I don't play as much as I used to, and honestly, that isn't purely the fault of the game. Life got busy, fast. My friend who introduced me to the game recently got married and no longer plays. I personally started focusing on my career and my relationship. Balancing these responsibilities made keeping up with a game that demands such a big time commitment hard. After the final shape, I kept up with lore and updates through people who still stuck around with the game on YouTube. Meanwhile, I did keep up with some other titles like Monster Hunter Wilds, or more recently Sonic Racing Crossworlds, just because these games were easier to jump in and out of. But even while playing these games, I still had a familiar itch, that one Destiny scratches in its own way. So, about a week ago, I logged back in for the first time since the final shape, and I bought the Edge of Fate while it was on discount, and honestly, I had fun. And no, it wasn't "this is the game of the year" fun, or "Destiny is so bad guys" fun, just my own personal enjoyment, and it surprised me. Sure, Maya Sundaresh doesn't really land as a villain for me. Yeah, the portal feels like Bungie is forcing a feature that doesn't need to be forced. No, it isn't the quality of the Witch Queen. But even after this, I still found my way of having fun with what I was presented with. I found enjoyment in the gunplay, the movement, and the soundtrack, something that Destiny gets right every single time. Let me be clear, Bungie deserves the negative criticism they get. Destiny 2 didn't just accidentally fall into this poor state. It happened because bad decisions piled up while genuine feedback was ignored. But somewhere along the way, I just got tired of letting the constant negative sentiment form my opinion for me. I'm not saying the negative criticism is wrong, because a lot of it is 100% justified. But it doesn't do anything for my own enjoyment. I learned to separate my enjoyment from everyone else's noise, and to remove the art from the artist. And when I did, I started to find the things that made Destiny special to me again. So, the big question is, Do I think Renegades will save Destiny? No, I don't, and that's fine. This expansion is going to be divisive just based on its Star Wars influence alone. Some people will vibe with it, others won't. That's more or less how these expansions usually play out. But when launch day hits, I will be in the lawless frontier with whatever friends I still have that play. Not because I think this is Destiny's big comeback, but because Destiny still has something to offer me, even in its weaker moments. Sure, it could just be stubbornness, it could just be nostalgia doing its work against me, or maybe it could just be that this game, this world, still has something worth checking in on every once in a while. Whatever happens next, I just hope Bungie finally takes things more seriously. Whether that be a reform of philosophy, a management shift, or a total staff reform, I just hope the right actions are taken. We are way past the point of Bungie coasting by or half committing to ideas and changes. I'm not expecting perfection, and I'm not expecting a miracle, but I am hoping for something better. If you're someone who stepped away, someone who stayed, or someone who's just watching the fire from a distance, I'm curious how you're feeling heading into Renegades. Just let me know in the comments. This is probably my last attempt at one of these video essay kind of videos, but if I get inspiration for one in the future, I may look into it. Just let me know.